There are an estimated 47 million of these people on YouTube right now. By the end, you will know whether your algorithm is feeding you one. Stay till 8 minutes. You're born as two separate individuals. You meet in a business class at the University of Arizona. You do not discuss shared interests. You discuss shared brand potential. Your first date is not a movie. It is a 15-minute sit-down to discuss content pillars and target demographics. You agree that authenticity is your #1 value. You write this down on a napkin from Applebee's. You sign it. This is your founding document. The camera is already on. Your childhood separately was normal. You played soccer. You got a B- in algebra. You had a dog. But now, as a unified entity, you rewrite this history. In your channel's origin story video, you claim you both knew from age 5 that your purpose was to share love and light. You claim you met not in class, but in line at a Jamba Juice, both ordering the same acai bowl. This is a lie. The business class was Statistics 101. The professor's name was Gary. You have the syllabus. You delete the syllabus. The narrative is cleaner. You move in together after 3 months. The apartment is chosen not for location or price, but for natural light and white walls. You spend $2,000 on a mirrorless camera before you spend $200 on a bed. You sleep on a mattress on the floor. The camera sits on a tripod. You film a video called Our First Apartment Tour, raw and unfiltered. You spend 6 hours staging it. You move the succulent from the left side of the windowsill to the right side. This is the raw part. The unfiltered part is a Valencia preset you bought on Etsy. And just like that, you reach the most insufferable period of being a couple vlogger. You're a teenage couple vlogger, except you're 23. The vibe is the same. Your entire relationship exists in 15-minute increments. A fight about who forgot to buy toothpaste is not a fight, it is B-roll. You pause the argument to set up a ring light. You resume the argument, but now you're speaking to the camera, not to each other. So, as you can see, communication is key, one of you says, while the other one glares off screen. The resolution is not a hug. It is a cut to you both laughing at a froyo shop. The caption reads, working through it. Every holiday is a content harvest. Other couples have a Christmas morning. You have a 12-hour shoot. You unwrap presents in slow motion. You react to Kettle from Williams-Sonoma with the same awe someone might reserve for the birth of a child. The video is called Christmas Miracle. He got me the exact panini press I wanted. Emotional. You watch the analytics in real time. The video gets 412 views in the first hour. You spend the rest of the day refreshing the YouTube studio dashboard. You do not eat the Christmas ham. The ham gets cold. Your friend group consists entirely of other creator couples. You do not have real conversations. You have collaboration meetings. You plan a Friendsgiving video. The guest list is determined by subscriber count compatibility. One couple is disinvited because they dropped below 10,000 subscribers. You tell them you're keeping it intimate this year. The meal is cooked by a local chef you paid to look like a friend. The chef is confused when you ask him to say, "I'm so grateful for this community," to the camera. He says it. You pay him an extra $50. Tag a couple whose entire personality is a shared Instagram handle in the comments. They need this. You take a trip to Mexico. You do not see Mexico, you see backdrops. You spend $700 on a resort pass just to film the infinity pool. You order guacamole 3 times because the first 2 times the lighting was wrong. The third time, a fly lands on the chip right as you say, "This is life-changing." You leave the fly in the shot. In the edit, you add a cute sticker of a fly in the text, "An uninvited guest." The comments say, "So relatable." You have not actually tasted the guacamole. You are thinking about the thumbnail. The thumbnail is you both laughing, mouths open, with the text, "We did a thing." And then you become adults with the content genes in full bloom. Your proposal is not a question. It is a multi-camera production. You hire a friend to hide in the bushes. The friend is paid in exposure. You get down on one knee. The camera angle is slightly off. You get back up. You say, "Let's do it again. My knee was blocking the ring box." The second take is the one you post. The caption is, "She said yes." Full story in our vlog. The full story is a 22-minute video where you explain the lighting setup. Subscribe so you can keep crying about people you've definitely met. The wedding is sponsored by The Knot and a local vineyard. You exchange vows, the efficient pauses so the drone shot can get established. Your first dance is to a song you don't like, but it's copyright-free. The cake is cut at a precise 45-degree angle for the shot. You thank your guests for being part of your journey. You mean for being part of your engagement metrics. The honeymoon is in Bali. You film every sunrise. You watch every sunrise through a viewfinder. You have a fight because one of you forgot to charge the gimbal battery. This fight is not filmed. It is the most real moment of the trip. It lasts 7 minutes. You buy a house, the house is a set. You paint every room Sherwin-Williams agreeable gray. It is not agreeable, it is neutral for background contrast. You do a 74-part renovation series called First Home Fixer-Upper Dream to Reality. Part 42 is Choosing Cabinet Pulls, a deep dive. It has 300 views. One comment asks if you're okay. You reply, so grateful for your support. You are not grateful, you are tired. Your actual job is in digital marketing. You come home and film yourself pretending to sand a door frame. You own an electric sander. You use it for 3 seconds. The rest is stock footage from a B-roll pack. You decide to have a baby. This is not a biological imperative. It is a content pivot. The pregnancy announcement is a 3-minute cinematic short film with a voiceover about legacy. The gender reveal is sponsored by a paintball company. You paint the nursery in beige. The baby is born. His first name is something like Arlo. His middle name is Content. You do not write this on the birth certificate. You write it in the brand deal memo. You film the birth. The doctor asks you to please put the camera down. You do not put the camera down. You switch to your phone. The first words your child hears are, "And we're live." The baby becomes a prop. His first steps are delayed because you were waiting for the good lighting in the afternoon. You create an Instagram for him at 6 months old. The bio says CEO of this family and baby model. He is not a model. He has a rash. You edit out the rash. You film a day in the life video. The day is not a life. It is a series of staged moments between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. The baby naps from 2 to 4. You nap from 2 to 4. You edit from 4 to 6. You post at 7. The cycle repeats. Your own parents call less. They say watching your life feels like watching a commercial. You reach peak cringe. You start a podcast. It's called Love, Lattes, and Logistics. You record it in a closet padded with egg cartons for sound. You discuss relationship hacks like scheduling intimacy and using Asana for chore charts. You get 37 downloads per episode, 12 are from your own devices. You try to get a sponsorship from a mattress company. The company says your audience is too small. You buy the mattress anyway and pretend it was gifted. You make an unboxing video. The video has 84 views. One comment is from a bot selling Instagram followers. You consider it. Financial pressure mounts. The ad revenue from your 300,000 subscriber channel amounts to $400 a month. You start doing sponsored content for meal replacement shakes and VPNs. You do not drink the shakes. You film the ad, then pour it down the sink. The sink clogs. You film a video about the clogged sink. You get a sponsorship from a drain cleaner company. Life becomes a series of nested sponsorships. You look at your partner. You see a business associate with declining ROI. They look at you. They see the same. The spark is now a contractual obligation. The first real crack appears off camera. You have a fight about money. It is not about money. It is about the fact that you haven't had a conversation without subconsciously framing it as a soundbite in 5 years. One of you says, "I feel like a character in our own show." The other one says, "That's a great line, we should use that." There's a long silence. You do not film the silence. You film the makeup, which involves buying overpriced candles from Anthropology and filming a self-care haul. Comment cope below if the performative relationship is hitting too close to home. Years pass. You are 34. The magic is gone. The views are down. The algorithm has changed. You try to pivot to raw couple therapy videos. You sit on a couch and talk about the pressure to perform. This is the most authentic you've ever been. It gets your lowest views in 3 years. The comments say this is kinda depressing. You delete the video. You try a challenge video, 24 hours in an IKEA. You get kicked out after 6 hours. The security guard does not care about your channel. He has seen this before. He calls you the YouTube people. It is not a compliment. The decline is now a public spectacle. You post less frequently. The comments ask if you're still together. You post a "we're still here" video that feels forced. One of you gets a regular job as a project manager at a software company. The other gets really into gardening, real gardening, no photos. You grow tomatoes. They are ugly and misshapen. You eat them. They taste like tomatoes. You do not post about it. The silence is loud. Your child Arlo is now 7. He asks why you don't make videos anymore. You tell him you ran out of stories. He says you can tell the story of the ugly tomatoes. The channel goes fully dormant. The camera collects dust. You have a conversation. It is not filmed. You decide to separate the brand from the relationship. This takes the form of quietly archiving most of your videos. The joint Instagram becomes private. You get individual hobbies. One of you takes up pottery. The other joins a recreational kickball league. You have fun. You do not document it. The pressure to perform evaporates. You look at each other one evening and realize you don't know who you are without a narrative arc. It's terrifying. It's also the beginning of something real. Your legacy is a digital ghost town, a channel with 1,400 videos and 7,000 subscribers. The comments on old videos are from bots. The ads that play are for dubious trading platforms. You occasionally get an email from a fan asking if you'll ever come back. You do not reply. You have moved on. You have a real job, real friends who don't care about your engagement rate, and a child who knows you as parents, not as personalities. The final irony is that the most authentic, connected period of your life is the one you never filmed. It exists only in memory. It is not monetizable. It is just yours. All jokes aside, these are exaggerations, internet caricatures born on social media and spread like wildfire. Yes, the performative pressure of documenting a relationship is real, but turning couple vloggers into a universal punchline reduces real people to a single stereotype. Most people who share parts of their lives online are simply navigating a world where connection and validation are increasingly digital, often feeling just as insecure off camera as they appear curated on it. Behind every meme is a real person doing their best, trying to find meaning in a noisy world. So laugh at the absurdity of the infinity pool shot, but remember that the desire to be seen and loved isn't a character flaw, it's just human.